Well, the Rapid City Rush are taking on the Utah Grizzlies for the first time this season. It's a three-game series starting tonight at 7:05 Mountain Time. Dave Smith, Rush head coach and GM, alongside. One question about Cincinnati, and that's it, because we're looking ahead, and that was a few days ago. Overall look from that series, a couple of tough one-goal decisions.
Yeah, I thought we were fine. Again, fine keeps you in games. Fine doesn't win you games. We were okay enough to be around and give us a chance at the end there, but wasn't enough.
All right, so going on to Utah here. The one question that, has been asked, and I know you've heard it, is the shot attempts for and against. You brought up in our keys to the game a guy who made this thing, the Corsi system. Tell me about it.
Well, Jim Corsi, former goaltender, I fortunate to spend some time with him for a number of years in the summertime with hockey camps and things like that. When he was a goalie coach in the NHL, he was trying to measure goalies' workload, and it's not just shots against, it's shot attempts. And there's been some things spin off of that, but Jim Corsi is his name, and he devised this measure because every time a puck comes towards the net, the goalie has to be ready, has to be focused on that shot attempt because anything can happen. So it's just a measure, and then a percentage is if we have 60 shot attempts and you have 40, then we're 60% and you're 40%. So anything 50% or better is good, and it's a statistic that more people have been paying attention to with our roster recently because of the Indy and Cincy series, but hopefully that's just a phase of the season that we can quickly correct.
Yeah, I know it's easy to overreact, right, when you see those numbers, since they are drastic, but possession time has been a little bit less drastic in those last 5 games, last 2 series. What do you make of all that? And I know you want to fix it, but what do you make of the fact that we're seeing that imbalance in shots on goal right now?
Well, I think first, we have a team that doesn't love to just throw pucks to the net, which can be a good thing. Like, there's really good teams that don't have high volume shots. There's other teams that want to be volume shooters. And, so the mix of us not wanting to throw pucks to the net and other teams more willing to, and then you mix in the defense and things like that, not the defensemen, but the overall team defense and where you give up rushes and shot attempts, we can be better. We can be better, and we're working on it, and we've talked about it, and I would expect we'll grow that part of our game right now.
And the thing is, the wins and losses have not lacked or dipped, and the goals for are about the same as they have been all season, so that's been a promising thing. Halfway point here tonight, game 36 of 72. You can be over or at or below 500, depending on the result here tonight. Considering the strength of schedule, decent to be 500, but I know this team wants better. What's the snapshot right now as we hit game 36?
Well, I really think that, we may not know what we've learned about the first 35 games until another 15 games in, another 20 games in. If we can carry those lessons forward, and again, whether it be shot suppression or offense generating or power play penalty kill, the lessons learned throughout the season will benefit us if we learn them and hold on to them. And it's a long season. It is 72 games, but we've continued to grow our game, and you grow one area, another one slips, and now you got to correct that. So hopefully it all comes together at the right time. You're in the playoff picture as every weekend becomes more and more important. We want to just continue to win weekends and put ourselves in a position to be in the playoffs come the end of the season.
How much of a role do you play, or do you want to play, in making sure the guys make those lessons stick?
Well, I'm 100% engaged in that. That's our job, is to talk with them and not only learn the lessons and have them stick, but try and stay one step ahead of them. And when we see something slipping, right? So we talk about shots, and we were before talking about power play and penalty kill, and what's next. Our job is to look and see what's next and see if we can get on task for that before it slips.
So you're learning every day as well. These are lessons for you as well as a coaching staff.
I think they're lessons for whether you've coached one day or 100 days or years. Trying to stay one step ahead of your team is always the challenge. You see things that you're really good at, but maybe you envision it differently, so you try and correct or improve that. So constant improvement is something that we're always looking to have.
Well, the roster certainly improved when Connor Murphy came back down from Calgary. He just won goaltender of the week before his call-up due to injuries in the Calgary system, but Ivan Prosvetov is back to being day-to-day, and Murph is down here, and he'll start here tonight. How much has Connor Murphy just stabilized that position when he's been in net?
Yeah, I think we've gotten really good goaltending this year. Murph, Sergeyev, Bostet was here for a game. Rico's played great. So I do think that it's been a strength of our team this year.
And all right, Utah coming in. Haven't seen them yet. First time we're seeing any team really below us pretty much all season. What's it like being able to finally see a new opponent and one that, whose record is not that great, but again, a good team on paper?
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 wins difference between them and us. You look at standings and you feel like, well, it's a big divide, but it's not. It could be after this weekend. So I think we want to take care of business in period 1, then period 2, then period 3, and at the end of the weekend, look back and say, all right, were we winning in 9 periods, right? So you can't win them all 9 if you don't win the first one. So let's get a good start. Let's stay with our game plan and really focus on us. It's about us.
These next 3 weeks are big 3 weeks. You got Utah coming in for the first time, a rival team. Allen, the team we're facing, in their building for 3, then a team that's tied Wichita with us for 3 after. Not going to look too far ahead, but this is kind of that time where if this team's going to make a run, they can really flip that switch right now, don't you think?
I think there's a lot of opportunities to make a run, and if you're planning on a run, you never know when it's going to come. I think you just go out and play your best, and runs become something you look back on. You're like, oh, we've done this, good. We've done this over a period of time, and I don't think you can look ahead and plan a run. If you can, it's anytime. Anytime is a good time for a run. Winning games is winning games. So let's just go out and win tonight.
All right, what Corsi number do you want to see from us tonight?
50% or better.
Good luck, Dave. Thank you.
Thanks.